Hello, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. I hope it doesn't look too smoky. I am burning incense. It's only a small room, so it seems that it's getting a bit smoky, so my apologies. Okay, before I start, I feel that it will be a good idea to do the Zodiac Oracle cards. Let's see what energy is around you right now. Okay, I hope you're all well. Okay. I am picking up mainly for mainly more separation, coming out of that energy and starting fresh. It feels that a transformation is happening. But let's see what planets are affecting you, because planets can affect the way that we feel, the way that we think. Also, let's see what zodiac signs is also out influencing you. It could be your zodiac sign, or your descendant sign, or Venus. Let's have a look. It's always best, if you do know your time of birth, to get a good reading on what planets was in line when you were born, because it's not just your zodiac sign that makes up your characteristics. It's actually all of the other planets that was in line on the time of your birth. I don't know the time of my birth, so I don't even know. I don't know if my characteristics is a true Cancerian or not. I don't know. I think I've got some of the traits. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we've got Neptune. Neptune came. Neptune is in Pisces, if I remember rightly. And Neptune will also be going into Aries 27th, I think. Let me just double check. I do write things down. No. I have so much paper. I write things down all the time. I don't know if you're like that, writing things down. I do write things down. Neptune, yeah, still in the constellation of Pisces, and it will be re-entering Aries on January the 26th. So Neptune energy can also bring in a powerful shift towards the passions of whatever it is that you want to manifest into your future. I do feel that it is a transformation energy that's coming in. So Neptune energy will help to push you into the area, into the direction that you're meant to go into. Okay. I thought I could just smell that candle going out. Okay. You've got the moon energy, something that's hidden from you. Illusions. And you've also got Sagittarius. One more. And you've also got water sign. Okay. Moon represents water. The moon can represent Scorpio. You've got Sagittarius, and you've also got Neptune energies. So these are the energies that's going to be influencing. That's going to be influencing this reading right now. Okay. Okay, I do feel that it is a transformation, and it is about you building up your confidence to move forward after it feels a very toxic relationship. Okay. It feels to me that the relationship that you was in, you're at the end of that. It feels as if you're really coming into your own, but at the same time you're still having like flashbacks of the past, because it was quite traumatic to you. It feels as if you're starting to see the truth. You're starting to trust your intuition. You're starting to trust in the messages that you're getting from the divine, they're not always comfortable messages, because it's about seeing the truth. It feels as if that illusion, which represents the moon, the illusion of something that wasn't seen, but it's going to be seen, because you're feeling this emotion. And water represents trusting your intuition. Okay, it feels to me that this has been your wake-up call. This has been your start of your transformation into you becoming. It's saying, it just feels like becoming something new. Okay, let me start with these first. Let's see what messages wants to come out for you as you're going into this transformation. Don't ignore your own potential. Okay, one more. Oh, wow, hold on, quite a few came out, so I'm going to read them for you. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the first one is, don't ignore your potential. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. This is intense. Stay patient and trust your journey. Every cell in my body is on fire when I think of you. Never second guess yourself. I'm feeling so empty inside without you. Blockages being removed for this connection. Okay, I'll leave them like that, just in case I need to go back to them. Okay, so blockages are being removed. Okay, I think the blockages that's being removed is the blockages of you seeing through the illusion, seeing the truth, because it feels to me that you've seen the lies, the manipulation. It feels to me that the relationship that you was on was very charming, thoughtful, caring, loving. But this is part of the illusion. It feels as if the mask, this is under the deck, the mask, you started to see the mask. But because you were very genuine, you didn't see the mask. You couldn't even get your head round that this person was manipulating you in any way. You would never have thought it at all. But now you're seeing clearly. Now you're seeing the truth, and because you're seeing the truth, it hurts. You've started to see the truth of this person, and that became your wake-up call, because you're starting to see the lies that they gave you, the cheating, and all those empty promises was just an illusion. Okay, it feels to me now that you've looked into it, even though it's really broken your heart. It feels you're looking at the person now. You're looking at, what did they actually offer you? What did they actually show you about themselves? And it seems that you're the one that done all the talking. You're the one that talked about you, about your feelings, about what you think, about what you've learned so far in your life experiences. And this was their way of manipulating everything about you, picking out all of your weaknesses and using it against you. The more you reflect up on the past, the more that you can see what they didn't share, and they didn't share anything with you. They never gave you insights to themselves. They never ever talked about what they learned about their own past mistakes or their past relationships. You didn't even notice that they were blaming their past relationships on the separation. You didn't see that was a red flag. You never saw red flags because it wasn't in your brain to see that. And this is why it's been so devastating. But you're more, I'm picking up that you're more devastated with yourself for not seeing it, because you didn't see it. Now this person, I picking up that this person, you just never knew where you stood with this person. You never knew if it was a committed relationship. You didn't know, is this a friends with benefits relationship, because you just did not know where you stood. You didn't know when they were going to message you. You didn't know when they were going to turn up. They didn't always turn up when they said they was going to turn up. They just left you dangling on a string because you was in this, it feels like a fairy tale romance, I'm so sorry to say, but it feels like this fairy tale romance, happy ever after connection for you. And so that's why it was just not, it was just beyond you of thinking that somebody could be so manipulating and using you. It's like your fantasy came completely crashing down when you started to see the truth. Okay, I'm picking up also this person was pretending to be your ideal person, and you were delusional to believe that what they were saying was the truth. I'm sorry to say, but that's the energy I'm picking up. This person, if ever you said something to this person of questioning anything, they would gaslight you. They were twisted around. They were twisted around so it became your insecurity, your problem, okay? Because there's a lot of illusions with this moon energy, and it's all about emotions. So your intuition was always, you doubted your intuition. You doubted what you was picking up because you were so open, it got manipulated, and to the point that you didn't even trust, you didn't trust yourself. That's the overall energy that I've got for this reading right now. Okay, so let's get some more clarification. Okay, what about these lies and cheating and empty promises? You gave them so many chances. So many chances. You've tried over and over again because you believed it was true love. It was a strong connection. You could have also believed that it was a twin flame connection. In these connections, they can be extremely trying, very difficult to let go. And because it was very difficult to let go, it also opened you up to being manipulated even more and gaslighted. Okay. You've been so hurt, feeling really lost without this person. You feel bereaved from it, or bereaved from the ideal of it. That's the energy I got, because I'm going back right now to these cards where it said, I'm feeling so empty inside without you. It feels as if you feel lost without them, even though you know that they cheated, they lied, they manipulated, they gaslit you, they used you. You know all this. It's a karmic relationship. Karmic relationship. That was underneath the deck. Resentments, triggers. And it's about you letting go. When we're in these karmic relationships, it's very codependent. It's a need for other person to fulfill ourselves without realising that you fulfill yourself. But you're coming into that transformation. You're stepping out of that energy. But we're just going through at the moment of what you've gone through. So it feels like you've been in the dark night of the soul, but you're coming out of it, but you're still reflecting. It's like, I call them leftover debris. It's like energetic debris. You're still left with that energy. You're still left. It's like you're grieving for this energy. But this energy is very toxic energy. It could also be incubus and succubus energy. Sexual, lustful. It's about you healing your heart. Self-love, self-acceptance. Unconditionally self-acceptance. The relationship that you were in was very abusive and addictive. Could have been addictions in this relationship. But you are preparing. You are preparing yourself for the next change, the next move. You're being moved by Neptune energy, but you're still left with this energetic debris that's still lingering in your energy. Do a cleanse. That's what I'm picking up. Do a cleanse. You're looking at the past through photos. Let go of the photos. Let go of photos. Photos was just an illusion. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be. When you look at the photos, you're going back into that thought of that illusion, and that illusion has been shattered. It's been shattered, okay, because you're seeing the truth. That they was wearing a mask. You've dragged on for that long. It's time for you to let go. Self-blame. You're blaming yourself through it because you didn't see it. You feel a fool is what I'm picking up. You feel a fool for not seeing it. I feel that you're feeling ashamed of yourself. Feeling ashamed of not seeing it. Need to ground. Okay, this is all to do with lack of self-confidence, self-sabotaging. You actually believe that you're not enough, that you deserve it. You deserve this. You deserve what happened to you because 1, you didn't love yourself enough. 2, you didn't have no boundaries. And 3, you couldn't see the manipulation. I feel like I'm really picking on you. I don't mean to. I feel like you're picking on yourself anyway, so never second guess yourself. You didn't trust your intuition. Okay? You've got to stay patient and to trust your journey. I'm reading all these cards back again, even though it is very intense. This feeling is very intense as you're going through the process. The process is about understanding the lesson. Because what you're learning is, what your intuition was, it was actually the truth. But all the way through, you dated the truth. You dated what your intuition was. You got the Scorpio energy. Don't ignore your own potential. Now, blockages are being removed. I really feel that these blockages are that energetic debris, the leftover debris from the past. They are being removed by the divine to move you forward, because I feel this transformation is going to be taking place. Without a doubt, it's going to take place. Okay? That is a definite. So wherever you've been and the deep healing that you've had to go through, transformation is taking place. Okay. You are recognizing your pattern. You're stopping your pattern. You've cut out your past you. Okay. You've been going for, I feel, therapy, counselling, healing, some kind of healing to clear it out. You felt that it was a twin flame. But when you're in this energy, it definitely wasn't a twin flame. But you believed it was a twin flame. I feel it was the catalyst for you to transform. Okay? But it's a new beginning now. Liberation, a rebirth, transition. It's a tragic ending. It's an ending. Sabotaged. You need time. You need to take time still to heal the process. Okay? And about committing to your higher self. Committing to your spirit guides. You're recognising how much that you've mirrored and triggered each other. You're in introspection. You recognise that there was temptations in your relationship. There was third parties because there was lies and also unfaithfulness. You recognise that. You see that. Your intuition told you that, but you dated yourself because you was manipulated and gaslit. Okay? You're setting your boundaries now. You're avoiding to talk to this past relationship. I don't know if they want to come in to talk to you, but you are avoiding it because you just don't want to. Feels like upset the apple cart. I don't know why I've just got that, upset the apple cart. Maybe you just don't want to be confronted while you're still in your healing energy. You don't want to be questioned. You're going through the process, and it's a very deep, intense process that you can't explain it. So you don't want to be confronted by it, of the separation, of why it's separated. But yeah, you are feeling nostalgic with the photos of the past, and feeling extremely sad through it. It feels like you're losing yourself, or you're still healing from the past. Just have a drink of tea. Not tea, it's coffee. Okay, right then. Let's see what lies beneath. Who is this other person, and what was they up to in their lies and deceit? Let's bring you some more clarity, which you already know. Okay. So if this brings any kind of confirmation for you, you carry on moving forward. Because blockages is being removed. This person was extremely toxic. Really toxic. And you're tired of the drama. It wasn't a twin flame. You felt that it was. You felt the energy, the sexual energy, but it wasn't. This is what I'm picking up. When it's the incubus and succubus energy, I've mentioned this quite a few times, and you are drawn to this particular soul for a particular reason, and you feel that it's a very intense connection. Twin flames can feel very, very intense, but it's in a toxic energy. So it's very much on that path of that narcissist and empath, even though I don't like using labels. It's a catalyst. It's a catalyst of something that you need to wake up from. And you need to wake up to self-love, okay? It feels that this relationship is a strong connection that was given to you by the divine, but there's also a connection. It's like a devil energy, and it's the incubus and succubus energy that ignites something very physical. It's sexual, it's lustful. And you can confuse that with tantra sex. Tantra sex is not the physical connection, it's a spiritual connection. Even though you felt it, You felt that it was this spiritual connection. I believe it is from your higher self, but the lower self had things to clear out. This person that you was with was very much toxic, very much in toxic energy, lies, cheats, manipulates, player energy. They didn't see that. They didn't feel that. They didn't acknowledge that, but they did feel your sexual energy. That's what's confusing in this connection. They felt that sexual energy, but they didn't understand where this energy came from. From your higher self, you two would have been really compatible because it would be more into tantric sex. But you didn't get there because it was very much toxic, okay? This is the undercurrent to it. Drugs is connected to this relationship also. When we're in toxic relationships, drugs, I would say 80% of the time, or maybe even 90% of the time, is drugs related. Alcohol, it's, yeah, I'll just leave it that way. Very promiscuous, okay, sleeps around. Well, I'm picking up from here because I did say that this person lies, and you don't know if you're friends with benefits. They treat everybody as friends with benefits, but she, take it whatever resonates with you, would say that they are a friend, but they're not. They're friends with benefits. They only give you the first little bit. They're friends, but no, they're friends with benefits. Very promiscuous. Addicted to sex, keeping secrets, a lot of secrets. Okay. I feel that things are falling apart for them right now. I honestly do. I feel that the more that you're transcending, the more that they are descending. Maybe you used to help them out financially. No, they haven't got no help and they're finding it really difficult. They could possibly come in with you fake flowers, fake apologies. This person could also be angry. Okay. They could have also lost their own place. I'm picking up something from this person. This keeps coming out all the time. Every time I do a reading on this energy, I always get this one. And this one always reminds me of a bug. Okay? So it can be a bug like on a phone or in a room, videoing. I'm picking up videoing because I've got this, see the camera. And it could be something that you're not aware of. Or you had videos. You took photos of each other, videos of each other, or maybe you didn't know at all, but you'll suspect it. Shit's about to pop off. Shit's going down. Something's about to explode. Let's go back to this again. Don't ignore your own potential. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. This is intense. Stay patient and trust your journey. Selling my body's on fire. Never second guess yourself. I'm feeling that something is going to be exposed about this person. I feel that this person in your relationship, because this is all the undercurrent that happened that you didn't know about, but you felt something wasn't right. I feel that this person used to video you, maybe even sexually, that you wasn't aware of. Maybe some that you was, some you wasn't. I don't know. But whatever happens, this situation is about to explode. Something is going to come to the surface. And I feel that Neptune is going to be doing that. I think Scorpio energy, something is going to explode. I feel that you're really looking into stuff that you never looked at before. You're questioning things that you never questioned before. You're starting to find evidence. Things are starting to make sense. You're adding up all the dots. Different situations at different times, people that was present in certain situations or what they said, you remember. Even though you doubted your intuition at that particular time, you was distracted from it. But now, recorded. Something is being revealed. Bad choices. They're making bad choices. They're trying to run away from what they did. It was very deceitful, backstabbing, a traitor, and not to be trusted. They set you up. It's them that's gone into a depression now. I feel like the karma. So, because you're transitioning, you're moving on, even though you're still left with certain things that you're remembering. They know that you know. They know that you're intuitive. They know that they fucked up. I think the police is going to be involved in this. It's going to be game over for them. I feel that they've done this many, many times before. The police is involved. About recordings. About videos. Not good. So sorry to say. Every time I go on to these fake friends, if you even had fake friends around you while you was in that relationship, a lot that you've had to go through and heal from, because you're in the Scorpio energy. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a water sign or a fire sign. I got here. Okay. My room's gone really, really warm, or I've gone really, really hot. Okay. What does the universe want to say to you? Because we're going to go to this glow up time. It's your transformation. Okay. The more you transcend, the more they descend. Okay. Caught, investigated, and then game over. Destroyed. Because they're trash. And now they're depressed. Because they've bugged not only you, but all of the other friends with benefits. And their world is falling apart. They want to set the record straight, but no. They got nothing to set straight because they were toxic, okay? You know this. You couldn't see it because it was never in you to see anyway. It's not even part of your psyche. You know, it's not who you are, so you would never have seen it. You would never have seen the red flags. People say, well, didn't you see the red flags? Well, you can't. If it's not in your mind, if you are not deceiving, how can you? Your intuition's telling you something. But then you can doubt your intuition, because you'd never, ever think that somebody could be so cunning, so deceitful, such a liar, manipulator. Okay. Do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life, okay? Focus on the good in your life to move you forward. Guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it be. Sorry, and let it go. Let's say that again. Guilt is a normal feeling. So if you're feeling any guilt from the past because you didn't see it, or you feel that you were part in it because you didn't see it and you thought it was genuine and real and it wasn't, you can feel guilty for not seeing it. But it's a normal feeling. It is a normal feeling when you're not in control. Well, you are in control, but you see, this is the thing with energy, as you see, this is the thing with incubus, succubus energy. It takes over. It takes over your sensuality, your sexuality. It controls the way that you think. And before you know it, you are becoming a person that you didn't expect to be. But that person is still part of you anyway. It's in your shadow, which is the moon energy, the Scorpio energy. It's still part of you, but it's not at the front of you. It's not conscious of you. It's just opening up the door to see the other side or the other aspect of your personality, even though it's unconscious. So you can feel guilty for that. Don't feel guilty. It's a normal feeling to feel. When you feel all of these lustful feelings, it's still part of the human psyche. It's part of growing and understanding your own femininity. Okay? Understanding your power. Stop trying to... Is that carry? Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. I feel that you feel burdened by everything. You feel burdened by the past. You feel burdened by what... You can even feel burdened. This is what I'm picking up. You can even feel burdened by that toxic person feeling depressed. You can also feel burdened when they're caught. You can feel burdened when the police is on their case. It's like you are so empathic and caring and loving. Let's go back to this pack again. Okay. Never second guess yourself. Every cell in my body is on fire when I think of you. Stay patient and trust your journey. This is intense. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. Don't ignore your own potential. You are accessing parts of you that you did not know existed within you. You're understanding the divine feminine, but she's not the divine feminine right now. You're accessing the high priestess. You're accessing the goddess within you. Don't ignore your own potential. This is what it's all about. Blockages are being removed from this connection. It feels discontinued. You don't need the relationship. Live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here, right now, in the present moment. Okay. So, message now from the universe. Okay. Another message from the universe. For the experience that you went through, this dramatic, intense connection. You've gone through the dark night of the soul. You're coming out into the light, conscious. See the sun. This is the light conscious of awareness. This is your big glow up. What does the universe want to tell you right now? What does the universe want to tell you right now for your journey? And I know these relationships can be extremely intense, unbelievably intense. Okay, I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. Own your power. Own your power as the goddess. That's what I'm picking up from here. The true goddess within you. When I look at this picture here, when you look in the mirror, you feel who you are. And look who you are. You are the goddess. Through the experience, the intense feelings and experiences that you experienced, you discovered the goddess within you. Okay? So I'll leave that there. And thank you so much for joining me. If you was happy with the reading, please like, subscribe, comment, share. And I will see you on the next read. So thank you and God bless.